another episode of Retired and Inspired. I am Denise, and I'm joined by my two co hosts, Ed and LB. Before we get started with our show this evening, I need to greet both of you. Hello, LB. How are you doing?
I'm tired. I played golf today.
As I did the same thing. Hey, Ed, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad.
Man, a few words.
All right. So folks, we're so glad you are here with us at Retired and Inspired. This is the channel where retirees and wannabes get to talk about what it feels like to be retired and what it feels like to hopefully retire sooner rather than later. So today's show is one that I know you're going to enjoy because we're going to be talking about hobbies. And each of us has a list of hobbies, but we're going to share those with you. And then we're going to talk about one particular hobby that maybe one that is our favorite or one that we spend a little bit more time doing than some of the others. So I'm going to let Ed start us off. And Ed, if you can tell our listeners and LB and myself what some of your hobbies are, and then you can tell us, one hobby in particular that really um, is enjoyable for you. So take it away, Ed.
Okay. How you doing, everybody? So with hobbies with me, it's kind of like since I've been retired, everything I do is a hobby. I mean, I have a lot of DIY projects I'm working and planning, and I have hobbies. Um, Stained glass, uh, kayaking, tennis, pickleball. Um, It goes on and on. There's a lot. But the one I'm currently doing is I'm doing some projects, stained glass projects with my granddaughter. So
Oh,
she's
cool.
in college and she wants to build some glass boxes for her friends for gifts.
Okay.
So we're doing that. It's not something we do every day. I work on her schedules since she was taking a class. So she had to do that. And then plus she's being off, and then she's got to deal with her friends and everything else. And so we meet once or twice a week for about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
So
Wow.
the boxes aren't that difficult. The one top, in fact, I was doing it before I got on this, helping her out, is she designed the lid of the box, and it's a number of pieces. So we had to cut them all out, using a grinder to grind them down, get
Mhm.
everything fitted. I'll meet with her on Friday, so we will wrap everything in um, foil, copper foil, all the pieces, and then do the soldering.
Oh,
So
wow.
we'll see how far that goes. If we can get through all that, we might even be able to mount the lid on the box.
Mhm.
But that'll be box one. Since she's going back to school middle of August.
The box itself, is it made of wood or is
No,
the entire box is stained glass?
everything is glass.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, the bottom of this box is a mirror.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a piece of mirror we cut up. The boxes aren't very big. They're 4 inches by 6 inches by
Okay.
2 inches high.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like a small,
Like a
I don't
jewelry
know.
box or something,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Jewelry box, put your keys in,
Okay.
whatever.
Knickknacks.
Um,
Oh, okay.
she enjoys
Yeah, and I
it.
like I
She,
like I like the fact that you're doing it with your granddaughter too. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm going to be doing something with my grandson. We used to shoot these Estes rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a bunch of them ready to launch.
Thank you for sharing, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
Very
that.
Welcome.
cool.
LB, tell us about your hobbies, sir. I know you
Okay.
have quite a few. What's happening over there where you are?
All right. I'm gonna give you a few, the big ones. So golf, I've been playing golf for about 20 years or so. I do several podcasts. I'm on three different podcasts, including this one, Golf DMV podcast, which I've been on now for about 8 years now. And I'm on another wildly successful podcast called 15 Good Minutes. Uh, both of those you can find everywhere on, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere you get your podcasts. I'm into photography now, which I more and more getting more and more into it, I should say, as working to my retirement here. I like to exercise. I got a pretty nice home gym. Spend a lot of time in there, and I like to paint uh, artworks and pretty much all abstract type stuff. I have a website, creationsbylb.com, if you want to look at some of my stuff, and you can see some of my photography there as well. Traveling, I've been doing a lot of traveling. I don't know if that's a hobby, but I've been doing a lot of it. And regular stuff like Ed say, regular house projects, this, that, and the other. Right now, the two things, and I'm going to say two things that are taking up most of my free time, at least that I like to do more than the others, is the photography and my art. The art, I used to do art as a kid, and then as an adult, I kind of fell off from doing it. And then over the last probably the last 6 or 7, maybe 10 years, I got back into it with a new vengeance and started using the new techniques to the point that I have a whole part of my house now that's separate, that's dedicated to my art and like a little art studio. And the same with photography. I took another room that I had, another spare bedroom. It's now a photography studio. I bought
Okay.
lights and backdrops and all the
Oh, sounds familiar.
yes. I bought all the things necessary to be a studio photographer. Although I prefer taking pictures of animals and birds, and if you go to my website, you'll see what I mean. There are some
Okay.
studio stuff in there, but most of it is animals. And because of the other podcast I'm on, Golf DMV, I get to go to. I don't say I get to go to, but I have the opportunity to attend some PGA and LPGA events, and so I will go to those and take pictures as well. So I'm really liking the photography because it's to me it's another creative outlet.
Right.
And like I say, I don't, I know I have a friend who's in photography. And he does one niche of photography. He doesn't really branch out to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm doing all of it. I'm finding enjoyment in every facet of photography. So that's what I think that's what draws me to it is that you can be creative with photography. You're not pigeonholed in one particular genre or anything. So
Okay.
um, that's where I am right now in my journey for my hobbies. The one thing I will add to people out to your listeners is, you know, some things you can wait until you retire to make them a hobby,
Mhm.
but I would suggest you start looking at your hobbies before you retire. Um, personally, I think it's better to go into retirement already having at least one or two things that you enjoy doing, so you don't fall into the trap of sitting in front of the TV every day if when you first
Yeah.
retire. So
Yeah.
that's so. Denise, tell us about your hobbies.
And that's a good point, LB, that you made about already having an established hobby or two that now that once you're retired, you can do more of it.
Hmm.
So I have a list just like the two of you: golf, pickleball, reading, movies, cycling. I volunteer, I work out. I like a paint and sip class every now and again. I taught myself how to play solitaire,
Okay.
and I love puzzles, whether it's crossword puzzles, a word search puzzle, jigsaw puzzle.
Mhm.
I can do a jigsaw puzzle. Once I get started, I time just goes by. I don't even know what time it is. The next thing I know, it's nighttime. And it's gotten to the point where when I'm doing a jigsaw puzzle, I have to set a timer because if I'm on a roll, I will keep going. And so I just love them. I can go months without doing a puzzle, but once I go and purchase one and I get down at that dining room table, oh, it's on and popping. So and so, going back to what you said about having a hobby, and then continuing through retirement, golf was my thing. And I always call myself a student of the game, and we played golf together. I played with both you and Ed, and I could not wait to retire so that I could do like you guys used to do when you were still working, just taking a day off
Right.
and playing golf. And now I just love it. I'm part of a ladies golf league, and I play golf today too, LB, and I'm sure the Sandman is going to catch up with me eventually today. But what I wanted to share with you guys is, I was thinking about hobbies, and I just kind of, you know, chat GPT'd and said, what types of hobbies do, retirees enjoy? And not only was there a list of things that, retirees like to do, but they were in categories. So, yeah, they were categories. I'll just run off just a couple of them just so you have an idea of what that list looked like bird watching. Okay.
Yeah.
Bird watching, photography, DIY, collecting things, tech. So all those podcasts that you were speaking of, kayaking, Ed, was listed in the outdoor, category, social and creative hobbies. So, when people think about hobbies, so sometimes I think maybe people think this is something that I like to do, but does it really classify as a hobby? Does that makes sense?
Yeah.
But that's what retirement is about, is keeping yourself active. Whether it's your mind, whether it's physical, whether it's social, you just sitting on the sofa is not an option.
Right, exactly. That's I say that for the evenings. I mean, like, after usually my house is the TV doesn't come on until like 9 o'clock because I'm doing something. Even if I'm in the house, I'm not just sitting here. There's always something to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. And so, Ed, I know you like to detail your truck. Can you tell us how intense that is for you?
I'm usually up and start this adventure like at 6 in the morning. Okay.
Oh my
I have a
God.
couple of trees to the east of the driveway, so to speak. So I need to keep the truck or even my wife's car in the shade. Okay. Everything you do to them when you're washing them or you're trying to wax them or whatever you want to do, if you read all the instructions, they want you to do it
In the shade.
in the shades. The surface can't be
Okay.
hot. So it all starts basically early in the morning. And I mean, I start with the wheels. So it's the last time I did my truck because I hadn't done it in a while. It took, and I didn't never really got to the inside yet. It was a good 4 or 5 hours, and
Jesus.
at least an hour and a half was spent on the wheels. I enjoy doing it when it's done. I mean,
Mhm.
the interior takes another couple hours when I work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing because I went to the car wash yesterday. So, so um that's how I detail my
Yeah,
my
yeah,
car.
yeah.
Do you pull it out and do you have a chamois or a towel with you and go out and get unsound it?
Are you kidding me?
So she paid a drive
The,
for.
the car wash does supply the chamois. So
Right.
I do, wipe off the excess water. But other than that, I vacuum and I'm leaving. I'm going home or going wherever it is I'm
Yeah.
going. So thank you for sharing that, Ed. Anybody else, LB, do you have anything else you want to add or
Yeah,
talk
I
about with
do.
your hobbies?
Yeah, and to your kayaking point, I wanted to tell you I have a kayak lesson scheduled for Sunday morning. Uh,
Really?
yeah, it's up here in Germantown at one of the lakes. It's a county run class for adults. So Carol and I are going, and we'll see how that goes. So I might have to add that to my list of hobbies here pretty soon. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about kayaking.
Uh,
If you're going to be doing that, great. Take your camera out, find
yeah,
one, and take pictures because you can be in places where, you can never catch those pictures.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you both, LB and Ed, for sharing. And listeners, make sure that you put your comments in the comment section. We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know what your hobbies are. Maybe you share some of the same hobbies that we have, and just put that information in the comment section. And we're going to see if our producer can put LB's website in the description box as well so that people can view his artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, folks, that is it for Retired and Inspired. We're out of time and we're going to be out of here. But before we go, I want to remind you that you can listen to us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Spotify and Apple. And we are available on Instagram and Blue Sky. So we are out of time and we are out of here. LB, what do you got to say?
Go enjoy your Saturday, because when you retire, every day is Saturday. Ed?
Yes. Keep it inspired, folks. Bye.